So this is Pierre Lachave. Basically, we're going to try to keep it short, but his story is kind of sad. He's currently living in his van, and he's told me his story, so I'm making this GoFundMe for him and trying to convey the seriousness of his situation. So basically, from what Pierre has stated, so you were looking for apartments, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you, I guess, went to get something to eat, and you drove by a house that had a for rent sign.
Yes.
Okay. And then you called this number and you met with this lady, and on the paperwork there it should say her name, correct?
Yes.
I think it says her name somewhere on here. Right here. This Tanya Boyd or whatever, however you say that. But this was the lease agreement that she wrote out for him. Here's another piece to that lease agreement. There's some numbers on there, phone numbers. That number still is her number, and she doesn't care to talk and says that Pierre basically never gave her money or tries to lie about it. But we all know that's true because there's a receipt right here. And he gave her $1,000 cash. And basically, when she left, she tried to tell you at first that the money was fake, right?
Yeah,
in a text
she checked
message.
it again at the store.
And then she checked the money again at a store. So she told the police that, correct? And said,
Yes.
it was real. Okay. And then the police asked her to come back with the money, and she refused to, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you have a police number there, right? With the officer's name and the... so this is the officer's name. She was extremely helpful to him. And that's the case number to the Ocala Police Department. And basically, this officer did everything she could, but I guess it's a civil matter now. Oop. And if Pierre wanted to get his money back, he'd have to take her to court. Now, from what I looked up, because I looked up your name, Pierre, hope you don't mind. You have no criminal background history whatsoever. I see that you've had computer repair jobs at tech centers for a very long time. You've worked your entire life, and why did you want to come to Florida?
Because the winters usually give me breathing problems, and I don't like the cold.
So during the winter seasons, how bad are the breathing problems? Are they bad enough to where you, like...
I'm worried about my well-being.
Okay, so basically the doctors told you that a climate like this would be beneficial to you health-wise.
Yes.
So basically he moved down here to get better, get healthy, and you took $2,800, right? Is what you told me earlier?
Yes.
Okay, so you took $2,800 to move down here with, and then you had van trouble.
Yes.
And once you fixed your van, it left you with $1,600, and then you had $1,000 to put aside for an apartment. You gave it to her, and you're only left with $600, and you've been slowly picking into that for gas and food and survival, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so if you guys can help this man, at least get him back his money that was stolen. You have a trailer lined up, right?
If I had the money for it, yes.
Yes. So right now there's a lady, and I've talked to her myself, who wants to rent him a trailer. If he gives her $1,000 up front in cash, he can move right in. You're currently you're almost employed here in Florida, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you've actually gotten phone calls for job interviews?
Yes, I have.
So right now you're just basically washing up at the Walmart bathrooms and stuff, and...
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay, so let's help him out, people, if you can. He seems like a nice guy. It sucks that this happened to him. The documentation's all there, so is there anything you want to say to people who are going to give you donations?
I appreciate your help very much, and thank you. It'll go a long way.
All right, thank you, Pierre.